You all probably know my name by now, but you don't really know me. I bet hardly any of you watching this video know that I suffer with 3 mental health issues. The first one I suffer with is depression, and yeah, I know you'll say everyone gets depressed. But how many out of the people get depressed do you know that have self-harmed? I self-harm quite a lot, and my arms, neck and belly are now scarred from it. I've ended up in hospital trying to overdose. I've tried jumping in front of a train, tried hanging myself several times, and even had a knife to my throat. Please don't try this at home. So yeah, it's quite bad, but another mental health issue I have to live with is post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as shell shock. After the First and Second World War, quite a few soldiers were diagnosed with it as they'd seen some very traumatic scenes. And it's the same with me, my past wasn't exactly the best. Because of my past, I cannot sleep, and I wake up during my night crying and screaming because of the flashbacks I get. And I find it extremely hard around men and certain smells because they trigger these flashbacks. The third and final one is borderline personality disorder. I can't attach myself to anyone as I'm scared that they will walk out my life like my family have. See, I'm not the only one in my family that suffers with mental health issues. My mum also has borderline personality disorder, and both of my brothers suffer with ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. They can't sit still, they get bored very easily, and to be honest, they're quite a pain in the ass. I've just started my antidepressants called Sertraline to try and help, so I'll see if they work. I'll be keeping updates and diaries and stuff that I'll let you know how they work and what reactions I have to them, just in case you're on them or you're about to. I've tried several different therapies as well, from EMDR, which is all about the eye movement and trying to reprogram your brain. I've tried DBT, which is dialectical behaviour therapy, so it tries changing the ways you react to certain situations. I've tried Koru, which is therapy through performing arts. That does help, but not a huge amount. And I've also tried just normal therapy, where I talk to someone about how my week's been, how I've been feeling, what's gone on and stuff. That never worked. I tried that one for 13 months, so it may work for you, it may not. Living with mental health is extremely hard for me, but to be honest, if I hadn't had these issues, I don't think I'd be able to express myself through music. So there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, as long as you're willing to wait and search for it. There's quite a few mental health issues and quite a few celebrities that you may know that suffer with them. I'm sure all of you have heard of Abraham Lincoln. He's a president. Well, he was a president over in America. He suffered with depression. Cameron Diaz, she suffered with obsessive compulsive disorder. Same with Jessica Alba and David Beckham. They also suffered that. Jim Carrey, depression. Beethoven had bipolar. Who else? Princess Diana had bulimia, which is an eating disorder. Marilyn Monroe had depression. Jean-Claude Van Damme had bipolar as well. And Michael Phelps also had ADHD. So there is quite a few celebrities, and there's even more out there that have been suffering with mental health and don't find it as difficult, or they do find it difficult. But mental health is not just about how you react or how you think or what's gone on. It's day-to-day things, and some people, like I, find it extremely difficult, but other people out there may be able to manage it. The worst thing for me, I think, out of everything is probably panic attacks and anxiety attacks. I get them when I'm out with my mates, when I'm walking down the road, or even when I'm sat in my room on my own. But over the years, I've been able to manage to calm my breathing so they don't last as long as what they normally do. Keep updated, because there'll be more videos and more people will be uploading stuff to do with mental health, so stay tuned for more.